Hello guys, welcome to weekly outlook here on the DXY, the pound USD and gold. From the DXY perspective here, last week I anticipated more like a retest to these regions here and then a continuation to the downside. Looks like price kind of shied away from it. If we are to depend fully on Fibonacci retracement tool here, I would say price is good to go because we retested a 50% retracement region here. Okay, but still we might get price to actually come to 61.8 or retest it, and a possibility of price coming all the way to this region. So I'm not putting that aside, hence why the first anticipation here is for possibility of price to come to this region here or this region before we can continue to the downside to retest this lows of 102.50. If a possible break, then we can continue to the downside if there's enough volatility. Okay, now let me take this off. All right, now the reason why I might consider a sell options here immediately is if we slide to the 1 hour time frame. If price comes over here to, let's say, break this little support it has created here, okay, it's created a support here, rebound. Here's the 1 hour time frame, by the way. So which means if price comes and break below this region here, then I'm sure to continue price to this lows of 102, a break of it, and then we can continue to the downside. So let's go back to the 4 hours time frame. Okay, all right, so that's basically it, right? Now, for price to come all the way to 103.80, almost 104, it means price might want to just break back into, this kind of like a resistance it's created here. Kind of like, okay. All right, so with that being said, it means I might reach, actually, if price breaks back above here, we might just kind of look for opportunities to maybe have price come back to 104, 103.95 as a quick scalp. Okay, so that's that for DXY. That's my anticipation for DXY. But moreover, my most bet is to see price go to the downside. But if price breaks above here, then we'll be looking for that opportunity to short. Over here on pound USD, similar with the counter, confluence from the DXY. If price decides to continue a little bit to the upside to retest those regions, that means we would just get a continuation to the downside here from pound USD. But if price let me come back here. If price decides to just break below here and continue if price decides to break below here and continue to the downside, then on pound USD here we would see price to go to the upside, because it looks like we've created like an inverse head and shoulder pattern here. So more like this is the head with the double bottom, and this is the left shoulder, this is the right shoulder. So the neckline might be somewhere here, and then we look for opportunities to go to the upside. So if I slide onto the 1 hour time frame here, what we might be considering is to see if price can this level here, kind of like a hidden level. Okay, if price breaks above it, then let's just anticipate price to buy up. Okay, buy up to these regions here of 128.50 or 128.45 regions. Okay, and then the sell for me here is going to be if price comes back to break below this. So coming back on the 4 hours time frame, let me see, this is kind of more like it. So a break of price back again below here, we might just see price come sell all the way to 1.2625. It's that simple. Furthermore, if price retests this region and breaks it, then we'll see 128.60 broken. Then definitely we're looking at 1.29, depending on the volatility. So kind of like simple and easy this week. If price breaks above here, I'm anticipating a continuation of to the upside from here. Okay, and if price breaks below here, it's invalidating that head and shoulder pattern. Okay, so it's rejected here, formed like a resistance here. This was this was previously support. It broke from the resistance and broke back up and holding off these regions as a support. So if price comes back to break this support, then we'll be sure that price retesting it will be shorting down to the downside. Okay, so that's that for pound USD. nothing much here. Another confluence here is more like, this is 4 hours time frame, by the way, so this is more like a downward trend line, and it looks like it's broken or it's being retested. So that's why I'm considering, if price is retesting here, that means we might just sell from that region, break below here and continue to the downside. But if price wants to retest all these regions here, then we might see price break above this and then retest these regions. Okay, that's basically it. Okay, there's no need to put it here. So yeah, lastly, gold. Gold has shown signs of upward movement. Initially we retested this region, and last week we were holding off this region, anticipating price to retest it and continue to the down to the upside. Then we had this price movement, I think there was a news, and then pushed price all the way here, retesting it, but it held off this region. So my anticipation going forward, if you look at from the 1 hour time frame, is price breaking back above these regions of 2400. So possibly it's more or less looking for buys actually. So looking for better structures here to just buy up back all the way to 2450, 2460, all the way to 2480 regions here. Okay, but I wouldn't put behind selling. So if price is deciding to sell, then it should be when price comes to look below these regions you see here as a previous resistance broken and holding of a support. So if price comes back to break it, and then be sure we might see price sell off a little bit. Okay, the position of gold at this moment is not too clear, so we'll have to look at movements at market open. If price makes a move to the up, comes back, then here should hold off as a double bottom, then we could start considering buys to the upside. A break below that region, we might be looking for structure. So you don't really count based on these lines, you actually see what price is doing and then you can bank on it. That's that for the weekly outlook this week. I'll see you guys for weekly recap during the weekend, so make sure you back some pick this week, and have a lovely week. Ciao.